Góðan daginn, welcome to Pressure Pal. My name is Gunnhildur, I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland, and this is my podcast, vlog, chat type of thing where I talk mainly about yarn, about knitting, crocheting, anything fiber related when I learn about it because, well, my hobby. I'm called the Project Pal because I have projects, they're on pals, and I just keep adding to them. I also talk quite a bit about the weather because I am your stereotypical middle-aged woman here in Europe, and that's what we do. Well, not just women, everyone talks about women. Anyway, and also on account of being Icelander and being here in Iceland for the past quite a while, I've also talked a little bit about the volcanic eruption thingamajig that has been going on for the past, I almost said past something, I'm like, I live in Iceland. Iceland is active. On that note, I thought that yesterday, so I'm filming this on Sunday. So yesterday afternoon, I really thought that I would be popping on and because I promised you guys that I would tell you when the next, or when the eruptions start, because they're getting very frequent. Side note, I am on the eastern part of Iceland, so I am as far away from the active area as you can possibly be. So honestly, it's a little bit like talking about a completely different country when I'm talking about the eruption, honestly. But we got a little bit of a scare yesterday. There were reasonable concerns that there might be activity, there might be an eruption in about to pop up. So they evacuated the area. They re-evacuated the town of Grindavík, where thankfully there aren't a lot of people. There are some, but not a lot. Side note, they also banned. Yeah, I think they banned keeping animals in Grindavík because constantly evacuating the poor things is just inhumane. So there should not be animals in the area anymore, which is a good point. So the town of Grindavík was evacuated. They also evacuated the power plant of Svartsengi, geothermal plant, I believe. And they also evacuated the hotels around the Blue Lagoon, because of course the Blue Lagoon open again. Like, it's a business, they kind of need to keep open. I don't know, it's its own thing. It's like, as long as you're aware of the danger and you got the risks and you have an evacuation plan and you know what you're getting into. I'm refraining from judging, anyway, everyone was safely evacuated, and thankfully there wasn't an eruption this time. I'm trying to think of the English for the word that I want to use, but I don't really know where it is. What I think happened is that the magma underneath basically was moving around. Because that's what it does. It moves. And thankfully it didn't reach the surface this time. But there have already been 6 eruptions in the area for the past 2 years, and the 7th is on the way. So, but yeah, so that's that. Watch me have to go back into this and be like, actually it started just a moment ago. Well, the good thing is though that with all the equipment that they have to monitor things, they have about half an hour warning. I mean, half an hour is more than nothing. So what do I want to chat about? As for the knitting and crocheting, I mean, about the weather, it's completely overcast. This past week has been like a little bit like warm and then cold again. So I've had to deal with ice, walking on ice, literally walking on ice. Not my favorite thing, but I live where I live. And then it started to snow yesterday, and it's continuing to snow, but it's going to warm up in the coming week. So this snow is probably going to turn into sleet in a moment, and it might actually rain in the evening. So it's like, because the forecast is warmth and then rain. On happier notes, my cocoon cardigan, I mean, it's going a little bit. I think I managed maybe this much last Thursday, so I'm pleased. It's such an easy thing to do. Still always have my phone with me when we start, because I try to remember to like pull up a Google search with cocoon cardigans, because trying to explain what this is going to turn into, hopefully one of these days, like, it's not easy trying to explain the images in your brain. That rhymed. So it's like, yeah, so you basically have like this big rectangle, and you like sew together the sides a little bit, and then you have that open, but then you like make a collar around here and little sleeves around here. And don't you understand what I'm talking about? No. But yeah, not much to say about this really. It's going along. It's hopefully going to be a nice light garment that's going to be fun to wear. So definitely going to continue with this next Thursday. This week is going to be really interesting, because on Friday I and my coworkers are going to Reykjavik. Hopefully there won't be an eruption on the peninsula. Should not. Yeah. Anyway, because so our company is having a yearly get together, and I am really excited. I'm excited about like meeting people that I haven't seen in like a year or two. Meeting a lot of coworkers from all across the country. Compare notes, because that's what we do. Like, how a lot of fun. It's this time is in the what do you call that in English? Let's some Iceland. The Art Museum of Iceland, I think it is. Anyway, it's a very striking building in the central part of the capital. I've been there once with my school when I was at school in Akureyri. We went on like this culture trip to Reykjavik, of all places. Ding ding. And it's really cool. Only been there once. It's been like so many years. I had no idea that they rented the space out for like private events, but like when I actually start to think about it, I mean, how else are they going to get some like proper funding? Anyway, it's going to be exciting. There's going to be quite the entertainment, a lot of fun people to be around with. Hopefully good food, definitely good food. There's going to be silent disco. Everyone is the most excited about silent disco and the lucky wheel. And we're doing that every single time. It's like spin the wheel. It's always very popular. And yeah. Now unfortunately I won't be able to meet either of my sisters. My oldest sister, like, they both have legitimate reasons. It's just unfortunate timing. And so my oldest sister, her husband is a driver for a bus company. And if any of you work for that kind of company or comparable, or you have loved ones who do, then you probably know, because I'm pretty certain that this is international. Whenever a driver of a big vehicle has a time off, they get a call on the time off because someone else has called off. So in order to actually get their time off, they have something scheduled for every single weekend that he's supposed to have off. And unfortunately, that is one of his weekends off. So they had already paid for like a cottage, because that's a concrete thing. If you put money in something on your time off, then the company has, you know how it is, you know what the thinking is. Like, they put money down, so for the company to come in and say, hey, can you work some more? No, I've already spent the money. Okay. You know? So unfortunately, that's just this exact weekend, so I won't be able to meet my older sister, and I won't be able to meet my youngest sister, because her daughter, my niece, is so she does dancing competitively, and unfortunately, or rather fortunately, like I'm excited, but at the same time I'm like, god damn it, I can't meet them. There's a competition right that weekend, and on Saturday, see, my niece has dance classes and the hair and makeup and everything to attend to, and there's a visiting like guest trainer or something, a guest teacher. She got a time with that person, so obviously that is priority. So I'm pretty much up to my own devices on Saturday before the get together in the evening. So I have tentative plans. Tentative because I know that every single time that I make plans, something usually comes up. Like, that's just how it is. But I definitely won't be bored. Definitely not. We will be staying at a hotel that I've never stayed at before. It's right by the domestic airport. I've already gone past. I always looked at it. I'm like, never stayed there. So now that we had the choice, we got 3 hotels to choose from. I'm like, never been there. Thankfully, and I have my coworkers, so we're all staying at that hotel. I'm like, so that's nice. There's a meeting on Saturday morning that is actually at the mall called Smogland, the biggest mall in Iceland, and I'm actually planning after the meeting, because that's only 2 hours. After the meeting, I'm probably going to just hang out at the mall, because I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to just sit, just go around, window shop, relaxed, because most of them I go with someone else. There's a strict timing. This one needs to go do that and this and that, and I don't think I've ever had I don't feel like I've ever just had the peace and quiet and the time to just stroll around and see things. So I've got at least 4 stores that I might want to check out. 5 maybe. Check out some books, maybe see if I see anything interesting. I'll try to find out if there's any yarn stores. I haven't seen any, but there might be. Actually, there might be 7 stores. Just remember 2. But there might be some in one of the what you call it? A few. What's the word? It's a type of store that has pens and papers and school stuff and gift stuff and puzzles. What's the word? Anyway, think you understand what I'm getting at. And that one store, I mean, they might have yarn. And there's maybe 2 others. I don't know. I'll figure it out in next weekend. So yeah, it's exciting. So this week I will probably be bouncing around in excitement, just because I've already planned what clothes I'm gonna take with me, both to wear to the evening, what I want to wear at the meeting, what clothes I want to be wearing on Friday so it's comfortable to travel, and what clothes to wear on Saturday itself, which will probably push over to Sunday as well because I will be having, change clothes, all that, la la. And yeah, hopefully I just really hope that the weather's gonna be nice because, obviously, that will make traveling a lot more fun. But yeah. And now that the neighbor's dog has started barking because she probably saw someone she would be interested in meeting. Yeah, that's her, I think. So last weekend I showed you the cute little blanket that I finally finished. That is just so cute. It's adorable. So obviously I started another one, and I'm using this crochet hook. I got it in a pack from Hobby. It's somewhere over there, the rest of it. And the yarn that I'm using is from the 2 packs of the Malaga. So these 2 packs that I got from Hobby, it was all these purpley lilac colors and these pinkish reddish colors. So I've gotten started. I'm not halfway done though, but it looks like this so far. I just started on the 4th color, and considering that these are 2 different packs, like the purples and lilacs were in 1 pack with a white, creamy white really, and then the pinkish reddish ones, 5 in a pack with a white, they tone together. And obviously this isn't going to be any kind of huge blanket because, it's going to be more like a statement piece, if anything. The one thing that I'm rather I was confused about, but I just noticed what was confusing me, is these 2 whites come from each pack. Now they're both color 02, they're both this whitish color. But I couldn't figure out why I felt like one was more yellowish, more warm, and why one felt more cold. And then I started, I've been looking at it, I'm like, but they're same color. They're not the same lot. They're from different lots. And I don't know if the camera is picking up what my eyes are seeing, but this one just feels a little bit more warm, while this one feels a little bit more cold. This one came with the reds, this one came with the lilacs, so they fit into. So I'm gonna end on a white, and I'm not gonna use both of them because that would just be, a little bit too much. So I'm going to end up with 1 extra skein. I don't know. I've been thinking that maybe I should, at the end of it, when I finish this statement blanket, I'm gonna take the leftovers, because I've been keeping those quite sizable as well, and maybe make something like, I'm gonna have one of these and these leftovers. So maybe what I'll do is I'll make a pillowcase. I might make a pillowcase to go with the blanket. Make a base color of this white and then do something with the other colors. So that's an idea. So yeah, I am not so sure how filming will go next weekend because, like I said, we will be leaving on Friday sometime after work. The flight is in the evening. Saturday will be in the Reykjavik full time, and Sunday we will be flying back around 3ish. Yeah, in the afternoon. We'll be taking a afternoon flight back home. So I should be home around 6. Yeah, probably. Around, yeah, somewhere between 6, 7. Probably. So we'll see how filming will go next weekend. I'm not worried about it. You know it by now. I made the decision that if I don't feel like filming, I don't. We'll see. We'll see about next weekend. If I feel up to it, I might film a little something, just to say hi. I'm really looking forward to going to Reykjavik. I'm looking forward to going and meeting people and see about shopping maybe a little bit. As for Reykjavik herself, it's okay. I don't know. Reykjavik is fine. It's just, I don't know. Nah. Anyway, so I think that's enough rambling from me this weekend. Let's see, I've told you about the trip that we're taking, told you about the projects, told you about the scare that we got yesterday, and I will tell you when the 7th eruption starts, because it's going to happen. Like, that's not a question. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. So yeah, we'll see about next weekend. But just so you know, if there isn't a video next weekend, that's just because I'm tired. So yeah, we will see. We'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching and sticking with me and staying with me, and hopefully life is as good as it possibly can be, and hopefully better, and I will see you when I see you. Okay? Till then, take care. Bless.